MatPat is being canceled again. Now, if you guys don't know, a few months ago, people on Twitter tried to cancel MatPat when he was doing a charity live stream. Basically, they got mad because he was trending on Twitter, and they brought up how a few months ago he made this educational video on the pandemic, and MatPat used game characters to try and explain the virus, and for some reason, people were mad at that. They said he was exploiting the virus as clickbait, even though, in my opinion, it just seemed like MatPat wanted to use game characters to explain the virus to his young fanbase. And for some reason, there were also people accusing MatPat of being transphobic, all because he made a joke like 4 years ago. Basically, MatPat did this survey and let people fill out whatever gender they wanted. And a lot of people chose genders like attack helicopter, someone chose like a 1960 Coke bottle, so MatPat made a joke about that.
There are some findings that I think that science will be very interested to explore further, like the fact that apparently there are over 600 different genders. You know, I've always taken pride knowing that we have a diverse audience watching, but I never in my wildest dreams imagined it was so diverse to include people who self-identify as everything from a 1960s era Coca-Cola bottle to a weaponized battle toaster. I've heard that gender is a spectrum and all that, but can someone explain to me whether gay jalapeno is to the left or right of literal piece of human fecal matter? Oh, and by the way, to the 1,610 of you who responded with Apache attack helicopter, thank you so much for raising awareness for the oft overlooked helisexual.
Now, any sane person can clearly tell that that was a joke. MatPat in no way was being transphobic. He just did this survey, and a lot of his fans just filled out these crazy answers, like a weaponized battle toaster. Like, how could anyone actually take that seriously? It was just a joke, and I just found it stupid that people on Twitter were really trying to cancel him over this. They were accusing him of being transphobic all over this joke. Like, if you're gonna accuse someone of something like this, you have to actually back it up with something concrete, not some dumb joke that he made a long time ago. Other than this, there is no proof of MatPat ever being transphobic. As far as I know, MatPat is not transphobic. And something I forgot to bring up in my last video on this is MatPat actually apologized for this joke a long time ago, and this right here is what he had to say. Just to clarify, no data was thrown out due to gender response. At this person, just let me know that Attack Helicopter has a transphobic history. I wasn't aware, and I'm sorry for including it. I assumed it, like most of the answers, was just a dumb meme that people wrote in. So clearly, MatPat had no intent of ever being transphobic. Like he said, he just thought that this was a meme. It was just a joke, and people are really trying to cancel him over this, even though he had apologized for it a long time ago. And for some reason, people, once again, are trying to cancel MatPat, and they are accusing him of being homophobic, transphobic, ableist, pretty much anything that you can imagine, and this person made an entire thread of all the bad things that MatPat did. So this right here is what this person had to say. Thread of many, but probably not all, of all the terrible things MatPat has done. I'm not making this to cancel MatPat or whatever. I don't want that. I just want to show people the stuff he's done and hope he makes up for them. I don't want to end his career. That would be spiteful. Now, to give this person credit, they did say that they don't want to cancel MatPat, but this entire thread is honestly stupid, and I don't know why they would be bringing this up now. And half of this stuff MatPat has already apologized for, so I'm just gonna continue on with this thread. This video is queerphobic in a few ways. MatPat calls Pyro a thing simply for being potentially gay, trans, or GNC. He shoots down random nonconformity for no reason and calls Pyro a transphobic slur. Just in general, trying to determine someone's assigned at gender birth is transphobic. MatPat attributes schizophrenia to being more common in gay men than other groups, which is straight up false and a stereotype perpetuated by homophobes, and he never acknowledged this video. Now, first of all, this is all over an 8-year-old video that MatPat did on TF2. Now, I don't know anything about TF2. I don't know anything about this character, but this is over a game character, alright? You cannot be transphobic to a fictional character that doesn't even exist. And even if this video is transphobic, homophobic, like this person is claiming, this video was made 8 years ago. So many things have changed in that time, and I'm sure that MatPat has definitely changed as a person. He doesn't need to address this video that he made 8 years ago. That is such a long time ago, alright? And I honestly don't understand why this person is bringing this up now. And how did they even find this? Did they just go through all of MatPat's old videos and try and find something that was even a little bit offensive? This right here is the problem that I have with Twitter. For some reason, they like to go into people's past and bring it up like it's something that they did recently, like that represents them as a person. 8 years ago. Do you realize how much somebody can change in 8 years? Now, this person continues their thread by saying this. This one is brief. He purposely misgenders a video game character while talking about her transness for absolutely no reason. I'm aware he's quite literally trying to talk about censorship of LGBTQ people in this video. You can do that while still being queerphobic. I will commend MatPat for defending LGBTQ people in the video above. So let me get this straight, alright? MatPat is actively defending the LGBTQ community in this video, yet they are still accusing him of being homophobic and transphobic. This just doesn't make any sense. And once again, he misgendered a video game character, and I guess according to this person, he was doing that to prove his point. So why does this even matter? Why is this even a point, alright? Why are people getting offended on behalf of video game characters? They're getting offended on behalf of literal pixels. That's how low the people on Twitter have sunken. Now, this thread just keeps getting worse and worse, and they even accuse MatPat of being ableist, and their reasoning is just stupid. So this right here is what they had to say. This video series is extremely ableist. I really shouldn't have to explain why. It's fairly obvious. He never addressed this, and the video is game theory, why Mario is mental, and this person says it's a theory. What specifically is ableist about it? And they respond by saying this: you can have a theory without using incredibly ableist